philosophy of this team never changes. They're never out of a game. And it's refreshing to have that finally for like the first time as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do differently though in the second half? Like how did the script flip from a 27-0 comeback? Like what actually changed with Trevor Lawrence in the second half?
So I think what happened was, I think in the first half, the Chargers were daring them to win on the outside. They're taking all the middle stuff. The Asante Samuel third interception was just a really great design by Brandon Staley, where they try. It looks like they're playing man. It looks like they're playing cover one. So the Jaguars send Evan Ingram in motion. Michael Davis follows him, and the Trevor Lawrence is, oh yeah, man, I know what to do. I'm not even going to read this out. But then before the snap, Michael Davis and Derwin James switch where they are, and they run cover two, and he throws it right to Asante Samuel Jr., who's just playing his flat. He's just playing his responsibility. But late in that, on the last drive of the first half, the touchdown to Evan Ingram, they started to find the formula. Outside passes, tempo, get them moving side to side. And then as soon as they fall asleep or as soon as they try and jump up on those short passes, you hit them over the top. That's how the Evan Ingram touchdown was scored. The Zay Jones touchdown was perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then just big catches by Marvin Jones and Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk made two huge plays. The touchdown, and then there was a big third down completion on the last drive of the game where they ran the exact same concept that they scored the touchdown on, but it was like on their own 35. And Christian Kirk makes an amazing play. That's what you go and pay him for. Like that's what happens when you go out and pay players that are good for you. And they really just, I think it was getting Trevor's confidence back. I don't think he ever like truly lost all the confidence. Seeing him go from throwing 4 interceptions in the first half to, I think he was 23 of 29 for 211 yards in the second half, where you can just flip the switch like that in one half. That's something we haven't seen the Jaguars quarterback do. I haven't been able to say like, oh, we're in this game because we got the quarterback. I haven't been able to say that like ever. So seeing Trevor Lawrence kind of flip the switch and then the offense be able to adjust and make those big catches was the entire second half game plan.
And Doug Pederson, some unbelievable calls that I hope are never forgotten. I mean, that call to ETN on 4th and short was just, I mean,
long live the T formation.
That was wild. That was
the Pigeon Forge out here in East Tennessee, they run the wing T, and like there are some high schools in the South where if you like, for me, I still love going and covering those on Friday nights. And you're in Florida, North Florida, and there's all kinds of talent in the state of Florida, obviously JP, but you'll see every now and then these schools that's all they run. Like that's their bread and butter, and they teach it in middle school and elementary school, and that's what you grow up, is you only learn the wing tee and stuff like that. But it's kind of cool to see it still pop up, because people are like, oh, what about the wing? It's like, no, that still pops up. Like you'd be surprised, some schools are still running that primarily in 2023.
And what was so cool about that play was, before that, they called timeout, and Trevor was going to sneak it. But Doug Pederson calls timeout and is like, oh, no, I got to play for this one, because the Chargers wedged it up like they were going to win the QB sneak, and Trevor was just going to try and jump outside. But no, Doug Pederson called timeout and was like, okay, we're going to do this student body right. The Travis Etienne forces Asante Samuel Jr. to tackle, and Travis Etienne is the fastest and most explosive player on the team. So if you get him the ball in a one-on-one situation with a corner who doesn't like to tackle, he's probably going to win that. That was one of the gutsiest calls like I've seen from Doug Pederson this year, and in a season full of gutsy calls. Like this is not just they're in a desperate mode to save their season. Like they have to go for it on 4th down. This has always been what the Jaguars have been.
Which is cool.
Always going for it on 4.
And the best thing possible for the NFL, where you get Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes as the final 4 in the AFC.
That's insane. NBC put out like a graphic that showed the final 4 teams in the AFC, and seeing the Jaguars on there made me so happy. Like it's like I don't even know how to like put it into words.
It's awesome, and it's also, you got this guy for the next 10 plus years. Like Trevor Lawrence, I think he'll be cool. I mean, obviously he's from Cartersville here, back in Georgia. He's a Southern kid, Jacksonville, a lot of Southern roots. If you go to Jacksonville, Florida, strong Southern vibe. In Jacksonville.
You mean like how he literally won the game and then went to Waffle House?
Yes, he did. That man went to Waffle House. Like he's about it.
Which is, by the way, the coolest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder what his order is. I don't know. Have you been to a Waffle House, Evan?
Yeah, I have.
What was your order? Do you remember?
I just got what they told me to get, you know?
Okay. JP, what's your order?
I went to the one in Inglewood, and it was
I don't remember
exactly what you'd expect it to be.
I don't remember what my order was.
I got chicken and waffles, right? Like you do.
No, what? There's no chicken and waffles at Waffle House.
Maybe not. Wait, what's the one in LA then? Maybe I haven't been to Waffle House.
I don't know. I didn't think there was a Waffle House in LA.
What is okay, listen, hey, right now, Roscoe's, yeah. Sorry. Right now is not the time for me to be trying to use like strong, brain power. So let's just move along. What is your order at not Roscoe's?
It's okay. But you need to get to Waffle House when you come a little bit further south, Evan. We'll get you to Waffle House.
I did. I was a big fan of the what's the grocery store with the subs in Florida.
Oh, Publix.
Big fan of Publix pub subs, so I'm excited for the other offerings. That's
is the headquarters in Jacksonville? I feel like it is, right, JP? Or is their headquarters is somewhere in North Florida?
I think Publix is in North Florida, and then Winn-Dixie's in Central Florida.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. And that's your grocery store talk here on this edition of the program. Evan, Brock Purdy stays perfect. Can I give you a take that I was thinking about when I was watching the Niners with my dad and my wife on Saturday night? Something I was thinking about watching this game. JP will, I think, appreciate this more, being a college guy as well. I was watching it, and the way Brock Purdy plays, and the way the Niners are rolling, and the way this defense plays, I feel like JP knows where I'm going with this. They have a strong University of Georgia vibe, and that is terrifying. I think if you're the rest of the NFL, like Bosa.
I'm so annoyed right now that the 49ers are the best team in the NFL, best defense in the NFL. Absolutely, like, unbelievable story with Brock Purdy, and you're wasting airtime talking about Division II school, like.
Division II. This is a back-to-back national champion, Georgia Bulldogs.
I thought you were said like Southern Georgia or something.
No. The University of Georgia.
You definitely said Southern Georgia.
Stetson. No. Stetson in Georgia. Okay. Yeah, like Stetson Bennett, the quarterbacks.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we talking about Southern Georgia?
We're not going Georgia Southern. Clay Helton has nothing to do with what's going on here.
All right.
No, it's so much that I'm watching this and I'm like, Purdy undefeated. Stetson Bennett lost one.